Hello everyone, and thank you to anyone who left a comment on the last video. If you did take a guess on what shoes I had ordered, now is your chance to find out if you are correct. And as you can probably see from the box in front of me, I have ordered another pair of S shoes. I'll just open this up here, and there we are. It is the Quattro. Well done if you did guess that. It is in navy blue, grey and royal blue. I think navy blue shoes are slept on. I also think that the Quattro is a shoe that might have been slept on. I actually skated this shoe, or the black and the gum reissue, when it came out a few years ago. Then I do remember it having really good impact protection without compromising the board feel. So anyway, the shoe features a double cup sole construction, an STI Energy foam midsole. Apparently it's a 400 NBS rubber outsole, but it is a bit of a gravel grabber. This tread pattern just picks up little stones which will scratch your grip tape, so that is something to be aware of. Upper consisting of suede and a breathable mesh for ventilation, moulded eyelets and tongue label. Speaking of the tongue, it's nice and pillowy, and you've got a pull tab here as well as on the back. Fairly standard insole, quite similar to the insole that we had in the XL, with the breathability and a little bit of arch support there. So you've got round laces, you've also got the lace stay, the blue sock liner. You've also got the reflective accents there in that 3M material. It is true to size, although you should be aware it is a bit of a slimmer shoe than the XL. Anyway, that's a lot of yap. I'll get these on my feet and I'll see you on the ice. Okay, so there we have the look down point of view. Despite being a slimmer shoe, I definitely have enough room for my foot. I've just done a bit of walking around in them, because often they feel okay, but you start walking in them and they start to hurt. So far I've not had any foot pain with this shoe. Unlike the XLs, the Quattro doesn't feel broken in straight out of the box, so there may be an adjustment period. It took me a minute to find just a handful of my go-to flip tricks, and my toes started to hurt after about an hour of skating. So I know from experience that it may take a session or two before I feel truly comfortable in this shoe. And by the second session, I did find my flick a lot easier, and I was able to skate a little longer each day before my toes started hurting. Obviously the shoe is on the narrower side, so if you have a wider foot, you might want to avoid this shoe. The toe box is quite pointy, and I don't know if that provides the best stability. I certainly didn't feel as confident in these shoes as I did in the XLs. But I'm sure if I spent more time in this shoe, I could adjust to it. The only problem is it may not be the most durable, but I'll talk more about that later on in the video. The pros of the Quattro are that this shoe has a very precise flick, and the impact protection in the heel did its job. I could barely feel my current heel bruise. And speaking of heels, I did find the Quattro to be a good shoe for heel flips and variants of. I received a lot of compliments on the Quattro, and a lot of people asked me what shoe are they. I don't see a lot of people talking about the Quattro online, which led me to think of it as a slept-on shoe. But I'm sure the Quattro has its fan base, and the shoe does have a lot going for it. It's a good looking shoe that performs well. It has a precise flick and decent impact protection. and it's relatively inexpensive. There are a few cons, however. The shoe is quite narrow and I didn't feel it provided me with the stability I've become used to. The Quattro features double stitching in high abrasion areas. I feel that durability would be improved with triple stitching. And my pair of Quattros didn't come with any extra spare laces. I don't know if they were meant to, but they weren't in there. I didn't actually break a lace in this shoe. It just would have been nice to have had an extra colour option. So there, as you can see, we've burnt through that stitching, destroyed the suede, and it's just backing material under there. It's not like this suede panel continues all the way down. So that's just material. Hasn't got a hole in it yet, but I'm probably going to burn through that today. I'm going to continue skating them. Hopefully they'll survive the session. But this suede is literally just loose fibres. It just comes away in my fingers. Right. Not the best quality suede, but what can you expect? It's not the most expensive shoe, and I guess you get what you pay for. And it's been about 7 days of skating to get to this point, and it's not like I'm skating for 6 or 8 hours a day. As I said earlier, my toes hurt in this shoe after about an hour, so there's really only about an hour or two of skating a day. I don't skate every day, so I don't know, maybe 12 hours of skating has got to this point. Obviously it's going to last longer if you glue the stitching. The outsole is reasonably grippy. As I said, it is a gravel grabber. There's little stones that get stuck in there. Same on the other one. Not as grippy as the Excel outsole, but it was grippy enough. It's like a middle width shoe, but the toe is quite pointy, and I felt like as I was walking or skating in the shoe, my toes were sliding towards the end and getting all bunched up, so my toes would hurt after about an hour or two of skating. So as you can see, I burnt through that backing fabric in no time at all, probably about an hour before I was through that. And I don't want to keep skating it because it's going to just go through my sock and into my foot now. So that pretty much wraps it up for this shoe and for this video. As always, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. If you have any shoes you'd like to see me review here on this channel, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.